Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel for another current household video. And just for the record, you guys, I am sorry that it is coming out on the first of the month as opposed to the end of last month. Mainly this is because I did film this original video 2 days ago, but when I went ahead and replayed the audio that I had for it, my microphone, for some reason, it didn't pick up the audio right, and it was very kind of scratchy and very pixelated, kind of. If it was a video form, it would be pixelated, very much so. But I went ahead and just scratched it and was like, I didn't have time to film it. I didn't have the ability to actually redo the current household video until tonight. So it should be up for you guys on the first midday, or probably about around 6 o'clock, maybe at night. I'm not really sure. It just depends on if I can upload it early or not. But just so you guys know, I did pre-film this, so that's why it is a little bit late, and I ended up redoing it. But anyways, we are back with a current household video. This is for the month of May, and this is the same family that I played with for the month of March and April, which was the Renner and Flare household with Solar Flare and Logan Renner. Since then, Solar Flare has moved out, and now you guys can see a nice little alien outside, but we'll get into that in a minute. But originally, Solar Flare did live with us, but he is no longer in the house, and it is just Logan and his family. So we're going to go ahead and introduce you guys to the updated family. And as you guys can see, this is their house right here. They live in the world of Oasis Springs, if you guys could not tell by the stone stuff all around. But there we go, that is their house right there. And of course, you can see we have 4 Sims, starting out with actually Logan Renner. Now, Logan is of course, as I said earlier, the original Sim that I had in this household. This is him right here with his current girlfriend right now. But if you guys can see, this is Logan right here. He is a current adult, I think, right? Yes, he is currently an adult, and he ages up in 12 days. We'll go reintroduce you guys to his traits. He is a genius, childish bookworm collector. He got the collector trait from the curator. I'm sorry about my English, you guys. It is late at night. From the curator aspiration. He actually is on the final level of it. As soon as actually the third, he will be moving on to the final one once he gets his elements back in the mail tomorrow. You guys won't be able to see it in this part, but he did send some elements out to finish that, and he will be moving on to level 4. And when I did start this family, he was into the scientist career, because this is my new family that I made for the Get to Work expansion pack when it did come out. And I have to take a drink of coffee real quick. Sorry about that, but he was in the scientist career. He actually still is in there. I am determined on him finishing this before he dies. And right now he is actually a level 8 scientist, so he is a pioneer of new technologies. So he works Monday through Friday, 10 to 7, makes $187 per hour, which means he comes home with roughly about $1,100 to $1,200 a day. We did have more money, but I did upgrade the house a little bit in between the last filming and this one. So I did use a lot of money trying to spruce up the place a little bit more. But right now he is on his, I think, 8th set of breakthrough. So he is just needing to get one more breakthrough for a promotion. And then his skills as of right now are high charisma, medium cooking, and then about 3, 4, and about mainly everything else that he does. He has about a 3 and a 4 in all of them, except for a couple of stragglers, as you guys can see there. And again, he ages up in 12 days, and he actually has 2 kids, which is Zaden and Sloan, but we will go into them in a minute. But there he is right there. Moving on to his girlfriend, Ranan Corbet. Right here, this is Rhiannon. This is what she looks like. She is a pretty young thing. She is an adult currently right now. She ages up in about 13 days, I think. Yeah, she ages up in 13 days. Well, this is Rhiannon Corbet. She is a loner, lazy, family-oriented, and alluring. And she actually moved in probably, I want to say on Wednesday of last week. She went ahead and moved into the family. They have been dating for, God, I want to say just about 2 or 3 days before she moved in. They started dating, and of course, like usual, I rush my Sims into relationships and actually moving them in as soon as possible. But that is her traits right now. She ages up in 12 days into an elder. This is her genealogy. Right now, she is just a randomized sim. There was no family that she actually moved in with. We found her as a random townie. And her aspiration is the soulmate. Right now, she still is in the first level because we haven't focused on her really, except for actually getting her pregnant. As you guys can see, we are expecting our baby. We are in our second trimester right now, so we have about 18 hours before we go into the third trimester. But she is actually pregnant with Logan's kid. This is his first biological human child that you guys, I'll get into why I said human child in a second. But this is Rhiannon. Her job right now is a level 7 astronaut. She has the full term of an astronaut. She makes $119 per hour, and she works Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And right now she has level 3 in logic, but she needs a level 6, and she has a mastered fitness skill when she moved in. So that just helps out greatly, immensely, helps out with her job. So we don't have to focus on doing the fitness part. We can focus a lot on logic. But right there, that is what she needs to get a promotion. And she actually works in about 20 hours. So they all work on Monday. And that is basically Rhiannon. Nothing too special. She's just our current bae. But the relationship between Logan and Rhiannon is that right now they are not currently in the idea of getting married. Yes, they are starting their own personal family between the two of them, but they are not in any rush to get married. They are both adults, and they will be turning into elders just in about 12 days for him and 13 days for her. So they had come to a mutual decision that they would go ahead and just not get married and just have like a unspoken marriage, like a technically legal, like they have been together for years, so to speak, really a week in sim time. But they've been together for years, and they're legally a couple, like a married couple kind of, so to speak. But so they have mutually decided not to get married for right now. But who knows what the future holds for them? We have no positive or certain future as to what they're doing. And they are really flirty right now. So they are all about flirting with each other and touching each other. And they are so in love. They are soulmates, I believe. If we go ahead and look at her relationship with them, they are sweethearts, boyfriend, soulmates, and lovebirds. They are all of the above for the ideas of romance. But moving on to our next sim, which is actually Sloan Rener. She actually just finished working out right now. But this is Sloan. She did a no sweat run, but for some reason she got a lot of hygiene down. But again, Sloan is actually Logan's biological alien child. Now, this is because if you have seen my last current household, which will be linked in the description below, so you guys can go ahead and check that out if you have not already, you can go ahead and see that Logan was actually pregnant with his first alien baby because he was abducted 2 days into actually playing the game, the household. He got abducted by aliens. I have a feeling it came along with his scientist job, and they it attracted him to the aliens. And for some reason that they heard about this new scientist and just had to have him and experiment on him and see what he actually knows about the alien side of life. But he got pregnant 2 days into the household, and actually had Sloan Rener as his first child, and she just turned into a young adult. Yesterday she had a birthday party, on Saturday she had a birthday party and turned into a young adult. So she is just starting her life. We haven't played a full in-depth, crazy with them. I've played them every other day, about just lightly playing them for about an hour a day, just seeing what I could do with them. So that's why she's only a young adult. Otherwise, I would be on my second generation by now for having them for almost 2 months. So Sloan, of course, young adult, ages up in 19 days. She's active, genius, good, and high metabolism. She has a high metabolism because she is a bodybuilder aspiration, and she is actually on level 3 of it because as soon as she turned into a teenager, she went ahead and went full throttle into her future aspiration in life. So she got a very early head start with her bodybuilding skill or aspiration, and just worked out insanely all the time, all day long, every day. But in the meantime, she did have a slight little social life, which we'll get into here in just a second. But right there, she is on level 2. Right now, she is a water person in the athlete career because, again, she did just age up, so she just joined the athlete career. And, of course, her daily task is to work out. She does it all the time. There is no problem with that. So she should be getting a promotion in the first 2 days of her job, which should be Tuesday and Wednesday. But that is her right now. Her brother, Zaden, we'll go into right now. And if we look at her, their family tree for them, I did skip over for Logan because I didn't think there was a reason to go into it right now. But to actually show Sloan's, here we go. This is her current family tree. So we have Sloan and Zaden Renner, and their dad, Logan, and their actual biological parent, which is the alien, is senior politician technician, or pollination technician number 3. So that is their mom right there. And of course, she had conceived, I guess she was the main scientist behind Logan, because Zaden and Sloan both came from her. So they are both in the same biological line. So at least they are fully related, full brother and sister in the eyes of a family tree. But that is her genealogy. And right now she is currently dating Beckham. Currently they are not dating because he is still a teenager right now. But they are lovebirds. They actually exchange promise rings, which I did not know you could actually do in The Sims 4 because I haven't played a lot with teenagers. And now that I have this household with 2 teenagers, I realized that you can actually do promise rings between your Sims. So, of course, I went ahead and had her and Beckham, Segura, go ahead and exchange promise rings, and they are soulmates and best friends. So as soon as he ages up, I think I will make them another official couple and maybe actually get them engaged. I don't know. I think Beckham has had the itch to ask her, but they, of course, were teenagers recently, so they didn't have the ability to, but he is a manual labor, so I'm pretty sure he has some money saved up where he could buy her a nice ring. And I don't know. I think he has a plan in the future for proposing to her, but we will see what comes of it. But that is Sloan. We'll go ahead and show you guys her disguise in a minute. Well, actually, we can go ahead and do it now. Go ahead and have her disguise herself real quick. And there we go, you guys. This is... Really, stop closing your eyes, Sloan. This is Sloan Rener as a human. This is what she would look like 90% of the time, which actually she hasn't been in her... disguise recently because all throughout her childhood and Zaden's childhood too, Logan went ahead and tried to protect them from their alien side of life. And throughout their whole childhood, both of them actually had to be in their disguised form all the time. They could not be their alien form at all, because he didn't want to risk them being taken away from him by scientists and have them being tested on, because that was not what he wants for his family. He wants them to live life as they can, but because they were aliens, there was really nothing he could do about that besides trying to hide their identity so they wouldn't be taken away. But ever since they became teenagers, he was like, you know what, screw it, you guys are old enough, you guys can basically fend for yourselves and keep yourselves from getting basically kidnapped and tested on by scientists like himself. And of course, he had that power to keep them away from the radar because he was inside the actual job. But now they are able to actually go out as aliens, so they really aren't into their disguise a lot, but that's a little backstory on their disguise. But this is what she looks like. She was very rebellious as a teenager, but as you guys could tell by her current outfit as an alien, she's still a rebellious sim, and of course she filled out nicely. And I love as the disguises for aliens that they look like their human counterpart, which is the best part. Like, they look like Logan. Both Sloan and Zaden both look like Logan a lot as humans. But finally, moving on to our last sim, which is actually Zaden Renner, who is in our scientist shower right now. But I want to go ahead and have him get out and show you guys what he looks like. So this is Zaden right here. Currently, he is a teenager, and he is the second child from Logan as well, as you guys saw in the family tree. But this is Logan. He's a teenager. He actually ages up into a young adult in about 5 days. So he will be turning into a young adult here very soon. And I cannot wait to see what he looks like as an adult. I mean, obviously they're not going to be much different because that's how the Sim 4 Sim 4 works. So he won't be much different. But this is Logan right here. His traits are to be creative, a geek, and a quick learner. As because he is a Renaissance sim, so of course he is still on level 1 because he hasn't gone too much into a lot of stuff because he does need to get a lot of skills done. He doesn't have too many right now. He could get a couple of them up to level 4 here quick, but for right now it's not a main focus. When he becomes a young adult, we'll focus on him a lot more because I think he will be my heir to this family for our next household. But this is Logan right here. Currently he is just a high school student, so all he has to do is work on his homework and get his skill to level 3 or level 1 skill to level 2. So right now he is sitting at a C student. By the time he turns into a young adult, he should be a B student. I think Sloan was a B student when she graduated high school, so I want him to be at least a B as well. If we can aim for an A, that would be great. But for right now, he is just a B. He currently is not in any kind of relationship with anybody. I tried, I really did, but he just hasn't taken a liking to anybody too much. So he currently isn't too fond of a lot of people, but he did hit it off with Desiree a lot. And Desiree is actually a coworker of Logan. So yeah, there could be a relationship there, but right now I'm not too into like the teenager adult relationship, but I mean, they did really hit it off pretty easily with each other. So I don't know what'll come with that, but that is Zaden as well. Again, his traits are basically level 2s and everything for skills. But let's go ahead and show you guys his disguise. And we're running about 17 minutes here, so we should be wrapping this up in a minute. Yes, exactly. But here is freaking Zaden as a human. He is one good looking sim, you guys. I am so excited for him to be in this house. Oh, he's great, and he is a spitting image of freaking Logan, you guys. It is crazy how much these aliens look like their human counterparts. It's pretty cool, and I really like that they added it. Or actually made it that way for the aliens. It's really freaking good idea. But this is Zaden as a human. He is a very laid back, very a teenage heartthrob. He is just a very good looking sim all around, and oh, you guys can see he is a good looking sim. But that is Zaden right there as a teenager, and I cannot wait to play with him as an adult. That is going to be my main focus. But I think that goes ahead and wraps up this video, you guys. So if you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like on it. Share it with your friends if you guys did enjoy it enough and want your guys' friends to see it as well. Go ahead and share it with them. And if you guys are new to my channel or if you've seen a couple of my other videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And let me know what you guys think about current household videos. I'm sorry I screwed that up too. But let me know what you guys think about current households. Do you guys want me to keep up with the current household every month? Or do you want me to do like an every other month or something like that? I'm pretty sure you guys would want to see a monthly one. We'll try to keep it monthly and actually on time for future reference. So there probably will be another one here in about 2 weeks. I will bring out the next current household video with this family again. So again, if you guys did like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.